let's begin our training for today. So 大家下午好, a very warm welcome to our training, Mandarin training for today. We have this topic on the introduction to engineering ethics and professionalism. So my name is Lee Chachi. This is my IC number at 70912055434. I'm so sorry that I couldn't conduct training yesterday as I was quite occupied with the notes of discussions and also some translation. So we have this training by Wednesday, 3 p.m., which is now. Today is September 27th. We have a total number of participants, 56. All right. Let's explore the topics of today. We will going to exploring the construction disaster, then try to get to know about some engineering ethics and also professionalism, the guiding principles that can mitigate the construction disasters. And the learning outcome of today, I hope that by the end of this interactive Zoom, all the participants will gain the ability to understand and also to converse in Mandarin fluently on these topics, which I consider this topic are quite essential for our day-to-day construction scenarios within the general engineering setting. So let's begin with the introduction of the topic. So we have this introduction to engineering ethics and professionalism. So why it is important, I believe that with these guiding principles, it will help the engineers or the technical staff to make sure that the structure they create or they build, like the buildings and bridges, are safe for everyone to use, which means safety first. Second, I believe with all these guiding principles, it will teach engineers and technical staff to be more honest, to do the right thing, even though there is no one watching us. So second is to being honest. Last but not least is in helping people. So when engineers or technical staff, they follow these rules, and also the supporting staff, they follow these rules, they can try to help people and make the world a better place by constructing their buildings that work well and do not harm anyone. So let's begin with our first main content, which is the construction disasters. When this happens, it costs lives, it costs money. So in Chinese, it's called 建筑灾难. With 建筑is a construction and 灾难 is the disaster. It will sound like G, G, and 建, and zoo will be like the animal zoo, 建筑. All right. Then 灾 will be like Z plus I, 灾, and nan is like the nan cheese. 建筑灾难 is referring to construction disasters. Let's go to the first type. Building collapse. 建筑倒塌. With 建筑 is the building and collapse is 倒塌. It sounds like, again, 鸡 and 建. And then zoo will be like the animal zoo. 建筑. Then 倒 will be like da plus ao. 倒. Ta will be like ta ta a. 倒塌. So 建筑倒塌 is more or less refer to structural collapse. So in this case, this photo is from the Gong Badak Stadium in Terengganu, Malaysia. This is called 建筑倒塌. Second, we go to fire. 火灾. It will sound like H2 who, war will be the fighting war. 火 and then z, I, and then ai, zai, zai. 火灾 is fire, massive fire. This photo illustrates the Chernobyl in Ukraine, where the nuclear plant is on fire. Even worse, it escalates to explosion. Explosion is called 爆炸. it will sound like BA bar plus OW ao, bao. And then za will be like the Giza or the plaza. Bao, za. This nuclear plant eventually explode. Again, it's in Chernobyl, Ukraine. Then we proceed to another collapse. This type of collapse is caused by soil condition. It's called Tan. Yes, Tan is like the Section 9 previous leader, Mr. Tan. Tan, T-A-N, Tan. And then Ta will be T-A plus R. Tan. So the photos here illustrate the sinkhole in Karak Highway, where it's already repaired by our contractors. Yes. So this type of collapse is caused by soil condition. Ta. Then the last type of 建筑灾难 is called accident. 安全事故. 安全 itself is safety. So 事故 would refer to incident. In short, we call it accident. So it will sound like an, an. 全 will be like my last name, read together with van. 全, a bit faster. 全, 安全. And then 事故 will be like 事, a little bit harder. 事故. 安全事故 is accident. And I believe with all these construction disaster, if we have some guiding principles, maybe we can mitigate it. So then I come across this engineering ethics, which is our second main content. This is called 工程伦理. So 工程 is referred to as engineering. 伦理 is the ethics. So the pronunciation go by this. 工程 伦 would be like lu plus n. 伦 and my surname Li. 工程伦理. Yes, this is the engineering ethics. It's like the moral values that sets for to govern the engineers and technical staff how they behave professionally. So normally it would include the values like professional competence, integrity, honesty, safety, and a focus on public welfare. So by following these ethics is crucial to making engineering projects safer, more responsible, and good for the society. Then I come across this definition on ethics. It's referred to a discipline that dealing with good and evil and with moral duty, or we refer as moral principle or practice. So where ethical comes, it would be something related to ethics, the good or bad and moral duty. So it's also conforming to the accepted and especially professional standards of conduct. In other way, we would say that engineering ethics is virtuous, is honorable, and is upright for us to practice. Then we go to the first ethics, which is attention to safety. 注意安全. 注意 is attention to, and then 安全 is safety. The pronunciation go by this. Zoo, animal zoo, right? E-F-G, E. 注意. All right. Then we go for the an, will be an, and then 全 will be like 七 plus 1. 安全. All right. Combine together. 注意安全. This is our first ethic. Safety first. Second, you have to take care of public welfare, which is attention to public welfare. 注意公共福祉. Correct. So the pronunciation go by this. The zoo, the animal zoo plus EFG, E. 注意. Good. Then we have this, the first tone and the fourth tone. 公共. Yes. Yes. 注意. 公共. We go to public already. Then we go to the welfare. Fu will be like fu. I'm a fool, but without L. Fu. J will be like J, E, J. J is the plus R. J. 注意公共福祉. Again, 福祉. It's like J, E, the R. J. 注意公共福祉. The attention to public welfare. Then we have the third article. Must act with honesty. 必须诚实. Alright. 必须 itself is must act. So we start with A, B. B, B. 须 is like the shooting without D. 必须. Yes. Then 诚 would be like plus N. 诚实. 必须诚实. Must act with honesty. Fourth article saying must act with integrity. 必须正直. Okay, this is a bit tricky, but let's have a try. Again, 必须 start with A, B, C. B. 必须 shooting without T. 必须正 is like 朱恩. J-U, 朱 and G-N. 正. Alright. And then Zhi will be like J-U plus R. R. Zhi. 必须正直. Correct. This is must act with integrity. The fifth article with must act with professional competence. 必须有. Yes, must have. 专业 professional. 能力 competence. Let's have a try of the pronunciation. So A, B, B. And then 须 will be like shooting without T. 必须有. Yes, it's like the yo-yo. Yo. So we have this. 专 is the zoo combined with one. 专. Correct. Yeah will be like, yeah, I do it. 专业. Okay? 专业. The professional. So 能力. 能 is like n, n,能. Li is my surname. Alright. So 专业 is professional. Competence is 能力. So we have to have 必须有专业能力 must act with professional competence. So with this professional competence in mind, we go further. We go to the professionalism in engineering. So this is our third content where we refer back to the professional in engineering. So it's called 专业精神. Correct. 专业 is the professional. 精神 is the spirit. So the pronunciation go like this. 专业 专业. Then got this jin. One jin or two jin. 精神 would be like sh plus ng. 专业 精神. This professionalism is referred back to our day-to-day interaction, where our conduct, our attitude, and what ethical principles that govern the engineering staff and also the technical staff, where we are expected to uphold our work and interaction within the engineering field. So this will encompasses the code of ethics, also the standards and behaviors, which will contribute to the integrity and reputation. This is more to our day-to-day interaction, what we practice, what we do, how we look at it. So the first one being must act with accountability. The other way around would be responsible for what we do. 必须有责任感. So again, we have the be, we have the should without T. 必须有. Then we go to the accountability or responsibility. The will be like JE, the plus a. The. 认 will be like R plus EN. 认. And then 感. 必须有责任感. Must act with accountability. Be responsible for what we do. Second, we have to act with respect and courtesy. Be polite. So, 必须有礼貌. So, it will like A, B, B, the should without T. 必须有 is like we have it. 必须有. Li is my surname and Mao plus R. 必须有 must act with 礼貌 respect and courtesy. Be polite. So the third rules is must communicate. 必须沟通. Again, A, B, C, B. 须 is like shooting without T. 必须. 沟通 is like the founder of the Genting Lim Gotong is called 沟通. 必须沟通 must communicate. Please communicate. Number 4 is must have legal compliance or follow the rules. 必须遵守法律. If it sounds like A, B, B, the shooting without T, 须, 必须, and then we have to follow or we have to comply. 遵 is like zu plus n, 遵, and then 从 will be like ch plus on. 遵从, and then the legal or the laws would be 法律. Do, re, mi, fa plus my surname and yu. A bit faster. 律, 礼遇, 律. 必须遵从法律 must have legal compliance. With this, we'll proceed to the last one, which is must have conflict resolution. 必须解决冲突. It sounds like A, B, B. 须 is like shooting without T. 必须. And then we have to resolve, right? So resolve will be like 解决解决. So 必须解决. And the conflict is called 冲突. T plus on 冲. And then to, I love you too. 必须解决冲突 must have conflict resolution. With this, I would like to conclude my training for today, which is our last training. So we'll go for a recap where we have these construction disasters, 建筑灾难, 建筑灾难. Then we have First, the structural failure, the building collapse. 建筑倒塌，建筑倒塌。Second, fire. 火灾，火灾。Escalate to explosion. 爆炸，爆炸。Then we have this collapse due to soil condition. 坍塌，坍塌。The last one is the accident. 安全事故，安全事故。Then I believe by some guiding principles, we can mitigate these construction disasters. And let's have a look of the engineering ethics. We have this 工程伦理，工程伦理。First, attention to safety. 注意安全，注意安全。Second, attention to public welfare. 注意公共福祉，注意公共福祉。Third, ethics must act with honesty. 必须诚实，必须诚实。Fourth, ethics must act with integrity. 必须认直，必须认直。Number 5, must act with professional competence. 必须有专业能力，必须有专业能力。Then with this professional competence in mind, we develop the attitude, the conduct in our day-to-day interaction. We have this professionalism, which is 专业精神，专业精神。First, must act with accountability, very responsible of what we do. 必须有责任感，必须有责任感。Second, must act with respect and courtesy. Be polite. 必须有礼貌，必须有礼貌。Third, being must communicate. 必须沟通，必须沟通。Fourth is must have legal compliance. Follow the rules. 必须遵从法律，必须遵从法律。The last one being must have conflict resolution. 必须解决冲突，必须解决冲突。With this, I would like to open the floor for our Q&A session. Well, if there is no further Q&A, we'll proceed to the assessment. So we have written assessment and practical assessment. Again, written assessment is on the 11th. So this introduction to engineer ethics and professionalism. So for next week, I will develop a new level of the training and I'll propose back to my boss for approval and review. So please bear with me while you complete this and provide the responses electronically to me within 24 hours of this training. Also, please remember, practice makes perfect. Let's practice always with our Chinese counterpart, with our colleagues. Take chances, make mistakes. That's how you grow. The pain nourishes your courage. You have to fail in order to practice being brave. This is a quote I would like to share with all of you. And this is from Mary Tyler Moore. So with this, I would like to sign off for the introductory level of Mandarin training, which we have 10 training in total. You may visit to my website and do watch the recordings and do the assessment. This is all from me today. 谢谢大家 and 再见。
不懂了。我不知道。谢谢。Ini apa minta dibawa macam ni? Bukan saya. Ini yang Mr. J minta tadi email saya tu. Oh. Ya, ini sendiri anti di samping luar. Saya di dua kali. Ini saya dua orang. Sebenarnya dua. Saya dua engineer. Dua saja. Saya tidak buat apa-apa dua.